The expensive, high-tech engines packed with turbos, sensors, and electronics are often the first ones into the repair shop. Meanwhile, a handful of older, simple truck engines are still running strong at mileage numbers that would bury anything new. We are counting down 10 engines that almost never need replacement. These are the ones owners pass down to their kids instead of trading in. And the engine sitting at number 1? It's the one truck owners defend more fiercely than any other ever built. Starting at number 10 with a V6 that quietly rewrote the rules on longevity. In the 10th place, the Toyota 3.4-liter 5V FEV6 stands as proof that you don't need a massive diesel or a fancy badge to build an engine that just keeps going. This V6, found in the 1995 to 2004 Tacoma, 4Runner, T100, and even the first-generation Tundra, is the heart of Toyota's bulletproof reputation among mid-sized trucks. What sets it apart isn't high horsepower or modern tech. It's the stubborn simplicity of a cast-iron block paired with a timing belt that anyone with a set of wrenches can replace in their driveway. Most of these engines are non-interference, which means if the belt snaps, you're stranded, but your valves and pistons live to see another day. Factory numbers put it at 183 to 190 horsepower and a healthy 217 to 220 pound-feet of torque. But Toyota kept the tune conservative on purpose, trading flash for years of steady work. Owners on forums and in shop bays tell the same story. Regular oil changes and a fresh timing belt every 90,000 miles, and you'll see 300,000, sometimes even 400,000 without ever pulling the heads. There's a reason you still see old Tacomas and 4Runners hauling lumber or climbing mountain trails with odometers that look like phone numbers. The 5V ZFE doesn't make headlines, but it quietly proves that a well-built, no-nonsense engine can outlast the truck around it. Number 9, the Chevrolet 8.1-liter Vortec, known to old hands as the L18 or just the 496, brings big block muscle back into the conversation. This is the last of GM's true heavyweights, a cast-iron brute built from 2001 through 2007 for Silverado and Sierra 2500 HDs, 3500 HDs, plus Suburban 2500s and the big work vans. What sets the 8.1 apart is its sheer size and the kind of low-end torque you feel in your bones. 340 horsepower and a mountain-moving 440 pound-feet, all coming in low, so you are not winding it out just to get a load moving. Owners who tow heavy loads, like fifth wheels, horse trailers, or construction equipment, swear by the 8.1 for one reason: it just keeps pulling year after year, with many reporting 300,000 or even 400,000 miles on the original block. The secret is simple: massive internal parts, a block and crank built to soak up abuse, and no fancy electronics to leave you stranded. Sure, you will pay at the pump, these engines are thirsty, but if you want an engine that shrugs off hard work and keeps rolling long after lighter V8s have called it quits, the 8.1 Vortec stands tall. It is rare, it is overbuilt, and it is the last of its kind. 8th place goes to the General Motors 6.6-liter Duramax LBZ Diesel Wolf 8, a short-lived but hard-hitting legend from the mid-2000s. This is the diesel that old-school mechanics still hunt for in used truck lots, and it is not hard to see why. Built from 2006 through early 2007, the LBZ came in heavy-duty Silverados and Sierras right before the government forced all the new diesel emissions gear onto the market. That it means no diesel particulate filter, no diesel exhaust fluid tank, and fewer electronic headaches. Instead, you get an iron block, forged steel crank and rods, and internals that can take a beating, with 360 horsepower and 650 pound-feet of torque all day long. Owners talk about these engines going 300,000, 400,000 miles, sometimes more, with nothing but regular oil and fuel filter changes. The LBZ is famous for shrugging off hard towing, winter starts, and high-mileage fleet use. It is not the oldest or simplest diesel on this list, but it strikes a rare balance: modern power with old-fashioned reliability. If you want a diesel that will outlast the truck around it, and you are tired of chasing sensor codes and regeneration cycles, The LBZ is the one you look for. Number 7, the Dodge 318 LAV8 and the Mopar 225 Slant 6 are the iron-hearted engines that built Dodge's reputation for trucks you could fix with a crescent wrench and a prayer. The 318, a 5.2-liter small-block V8, powered Dodge pickups from the 1960s through the early 1990s. D100s, W150s, Ram Chargers, and work vans. It is the kind of engine that farmers rebuilt in the barn, with a carburetor you could tune by ear and a block that shrugged off missed oil changes. With 5 main bearings, a simple push-rod valvetrain, and a cast-iron block, the 318 did not care if you skipped a tune-up or ran cheap gas. Sure, it never made big horsepower, 140 to 170 depending on the year, but it just kept running, mile after mile, even when the truck around it was rusting into the ground. Right alongside it, the Mopar 225 Slant 6 became famous for starting after months of neglect and running on whatever fuel you poured in. That slanted inline 6, with 7 main bearings and a long stroke crank, was the definition of overbuilt. It powered Dodge trucks, vans, and even the odd Jeep CJ from 1960 to 1987, and stories from old-timers are everywhere. A Slant 6 left sitting in a pasture for a decade, a shot of fresh gas, and it fires right up. Both engines earned their stripes on job sites and back roads, not in showrooms. No fancy computers, no fragile sensors, just heavy iron, simple carburetors or early throttle body injection, and the kind of parts you could find in any corner auto store. They were not the most powerful, but when it comes to engines that refuse to die, the 318 and the Slant 6 are pure, old-school Dodge, unbreakable, and always ready for another season's work. Number 6, the Chevrolet 350 small block 5.7-liter V8 is the engine that built the backbone of American trucks for nearly 4 decades. If you have ever popped the hood on a CK, Silverado, Suburban, or even a work van from the late 1960s through the early 2000s, odds are you stared at a 350. What makes the 350 legendary is not just that it ran forever, it is that you could always keep it running. With over 90 million small blocks produced across all platforms, the 350 sites at the center of the biggest parts shelf in the world. Need a water pump at midnight? Your local parts store has 3 on the shelf. Want to rebuild it in your garage over a weekend? The full kit costs less than a car payment, and you do not need a computer science degree to set timing or swap a cam. The cast iron block shrugs off heat and abuse, and the simple push-rod valvetrain means fewer moving parts to break. Owners routinely talk about hitting 300,000 miles, pulling the heads, dropping in new rings and bearings, and rolling another 100,000 without a hiccup. The 350's reputation is built on cheap, easy repairs and an aftermarket that never quits. It is the engine you keep alive, not because it is fancy, but because it is always worth fixing. In a world where modern engines are packed with sensors and plastic, the old 350 proves that sometimes the best truck engine is one you can rebuild with your own 2 hands and a little grease under your nails. Number 5, the GM LS family 5.3-liter and 6-liter Vortec V8s marked the moment Detroit proved you could build a modern engine without sacrificing old-school reliability. Introduced in 1999 for the Silverado, Sierra, Tahoe, Suburban, and heavy-duty trucks, these V8s became the backbone of GM's truck lineup. What sets them apart is the blend of advanced metallurgy and simple, serviceable design. The 5.3-liter comes with an aluminum block, but GM did not trust aluminum alone. They pressed in iron cylinder sleeves, giving you lightweight without the risk of cylinder scoring that haunts some all-aluminum engines. The 6-liter found in heavy-duty pickups from 2001 to 2007 doubles down on strength with a beefier block and internals. Both run a timing chain, not a belt, and the coil-on-plug ignition means fewer moving parts to fail. Owners and fleet managers routinely post odometer shots north of 300,000 miles, and there is a whole subculture built around swapping these engines into everything from classic pickups to muscle cars. The aftermarket is bottomless. If something does wear out, you will find parts anywhere, anytime. There is one caution. Some later 5.3-liter engines came with active fuel management, which can cause oil consumption issues if neglected. But stick with the early Gen 3 or well-maintained Gen 4 versions, and you have got an engine that shrugs off abuse, hauls heavy, and keeps firing long after modern, sensor-laden rivals have tapped out. The LS V8s are proof that progress does not have to mean complexity, and that a well-built engine can blend modern power with the kind of toughness your granddad would recognize. Number 4, the Jeep 4.0-liter AMC Inline 6 is the iron backbone of American off-road trucks and old-school SUVs. From 1987 to 2006, this straight 6-power Cherokees, Wranglers, Grand Cherokees, and Comanches. It earned a reputation for outlasting the body, the paint, and sometimes even the frame. The secret isn't just nostalgia, it's engineering you can see and feel. 7 main bearings cradle the crankshaft, spreading out the load and soaking up abuse that would kill a lesser engine. That's a crank so well supported, you can run these things up rocky trails, crawl through mud, or idle all day on a hunting lease, and the bottom end just keeps ticking. With 190 horsepower and 235 pound-feet of torque, the 4.0 isn't about speed. It's about steady, reliable grunt, enough to pull a loaded trailer or climb a mountain pass without breaking a sweat. Jeep kept the design simple: cast iron block and head, push rods, and a timing chain that rarely fails. Owners on Jeep forums swap stories of 300,000, 400,000, even 500,000 miles, with nothing more than oil changes, the occasional water pump, and valve cover gaskets. If you are shopping for a used Jeep, check for regular oil changes and listen for that signature straight 6 idle, smooth, with just a hint of mechanical music. The 4.0-liter AMC 6 is proof that sometimes the best engine is the one that never tries to impress. Just one that keeps going year after year, long after the gadgets and gizmos have given up. Coming to the top 3, the Ford 7.3-liter Powerstroke Diesel 5.8 is the workhorse that changed what people expect from a heavy-duty truck engine. Built from mid-1994 through 2003, this turbocharged, direct-injected diesel-powered F-250s, F-350s, and E-Series vans in every corner of America. What sets the 7.3 apart is not just its cast-iron block or forged internals. It is the way Ford and International Harvester kept things simple and tough, even as the rest of the world was piling on electronics and emissions gear. The 7.3 runs a straightforward turbo and a mechanical high-pressure oil injection system with no finicky sensors or variable turbos to trip you up. It was rated between 215 and 275 horsepower, and it cranked out 500 to 525 pound-feet of torque. This engine is all about low-end grunt and long-haul durability. Fleet maintenance records tell the real story. Delivery companies and utility outfits have logged 500,000 miles on original 7.3 engines, with regular oil and fuel filter changes and little else. Hot Cars featured a 1999 F-250 that hit 530,000 miles on its original block, backed by a full set of fleet maintenance logs, oil every 5,000 miles, fuel filter every 20,000 miles, and a heavy-duty air filter swap at 250,000 miles. Dealer service records and shop stories echo the same theme: keep up with basic maintenance, and the 7.3 will outlast the body, the transmission, and probably the driver. For anyone who is worried about new trucks loaded with sensors, diesel exhaust fluid tanks, and diesel particulate filters, the 7.3 Powerstroke stands as proof that a simple, overbuilt, turbo diesel can do honest work for decades. It is not flashy, but it is the engine you buy when you want to hand the keys to your kids and know it will still start on a cold morning. The 7.3 has a 500,000-mile reputation that is real, and it is why old Fords with this badge still command a premium on the used market, even after 20 years of hard hauling. In second place, the Cummins 5.9-liter 12-valve inline 6 stands as diesel faith made iron. From 1989 to 1998, This engine powered Dodge Ram 2500 and 3500 pickups, earning a reputation that goes way beyond truck stops and farm gates. At the heart of its legend is the Bosch P7100 mechanical injection pump. It is a fuel system so tough, so simple, and so forgiving that mechanics and owners alike call it the million-mile pump. No computers, no sensors, just gears, plungers, and timing you can set with a wrench. The block is pure cast iron, with forged rods and a crank built to soak up abuse, handling 400 to 440 pound-feet of torque, and 160 to 215 horsepower depending on the year. This isn't a high-strung race motor, it is a long-haul freight train that just keeps rolling. Stories of these engines reaching 500,000 miles aren't rare, they're routine. CarBuzz profiled a Ram with VIN-verified logs and odometer shots at 1 million miles, still running its original injection pump and block. The secret is basic service. Oil changes every 7,500 miles, fuel filter swaps, and diesel-grade coolant. No fancy additives, no midlife rebuilds unless you count the occasional head gasket or water pump. Owners who stick to the schedule see their trucks outlast the bodies, the beds, and sometimes even the owners themselves. What sets the 12-valve Cummins apart is its refusal to quit. Modern diesels chase power with computers, high-pressure rails, and emissions gear that can leave you stranded. The 5.9 just asks for clean oil and a little respect. For folks who want an engine that never lets you down, that's why this Cummins is diesel immortality, just barely edged out by the gasoline simplicity waiting at the top of this list. The Ford 300 Inline-6 became the backbone of American trucks from 1965 to 1996, powering F-Series pickups, E-Series vans, and medium-duty chassis with a reputation for outlasting nearly everything else on the road. Its secret lies in 7 massive main bearings anchoring the crankshaft, distributing force so evenly that even decades of hauling, towing, and idling cannot shake its bottom end loose. This engine is built entirely from cast iron, block, and head, shrugging off heat, vibration, and abuse that would crack lighter alloys. The overhead valve setup is as straightforward as it gets. 1 camshaft, 2 valves per cylinder, and push rods you can adjust with basic hand tools. There is no complex timing gear, no fragile electronics, just a design that invites you to keep it running for generations. Horsepower never defined the 300. Most years, it delivered between 120 and 150 horsepower. But the real story is torque, 260 pound-feet, available low in the rev range. That means pulling loaded trailers through mud, crawling up steep grades, or idling all day on a job site without complaint. This engine does not need to rev high or chase numbers. It is happiest doing the hard work, season after season. Maintenance is famously simple. A water pump swap takes half an hour. Carbureted versions run for decades with basic care. And even when Ford introduced fuel injection in the 1980s, the system stayed rugged and easy to service. Parts are everywhere. Gaskets, bearings, and rebuild kits fill shelves in small-town auto stores across the country. Diagrams in old shop manuals show the 7 main bearings lined up like a fortress, and every mechanic knows how to keep one humming. Stories of million-mile 300s are not just legend. Farm records and fleet logs document trucks still earning their keep after 40 years, often with the original short block. Owners swear by fresh oil and the occasional valve adjustment. The 300 is passed down not for flash, but for honesty and reliability. In a world of turbochargers and plastic, the Ford 300 stands as proof that simplicity, balance, and brute strength can outlast trends. Turn the key, hear that smooth 6, and know you are set for another year of work. Across all 10 engines, one truth stands out. The simplest, most overbuilt power plants outlast the fancy, overcomplicated ones every time. Real longevity still belongs to cast iron, big displacement, and designs you can fix with basic tools. That's why these legends keep hauling while the new stuff sits in the shop. Got a truck or engine that's still going strong? Drop your mileage and story below. Let's hear which legends we missed.